Hello, it's the first Sunday in April 2020 and it's Emma Hewlett here from Kilmokea Country Manor and Gardens, and I thought I'd update you on what's going on at Kilmokea and how we're filling in our days in isolation. Since Friday the 13th of March, our national first day of social distancing when all the schools closed, Kilmokea was due to open for the season, and we had spent 3 months preparing and updating Kilmokea for you, for our guests, for the season, which hasn't happened yet. But I thought I'd update you on what we've been doing, both in the winter to prepare for you for this year, and also since then in isolation, how we've been filling in our time. So for the 3 months, we were updating and decorating and restoring and rejuvenating Kilmokea for you. The kitchens and the laundries have all been redecorated and updated, and the coach house, our self-catering house, has a new insert stove and a beautiful new floor downstairs, all to make the house a lot warmer. The jacuzzi has a beautiful new cedarwood surround which has the most beautiful aroma. Not only does it look really lovely, but it has a really nice aroma when you're the conservatory, where we serve breakfast and also lunches and cream teas throughout the day, has a lovely new pellet stove to keep the conservatory warm at all times, and the serving area has been completely restored, with beautiful new wooden tops and wooden shelves and cupboards, and it looks just so much nicer and so much more inviting, and again all to make it a much more pleasurable experience while you're here, either staying in the house and having breakfast and lunch in that room, or just visiting the garden and either having lunch or afternoon tea, and spending a bit of time in our space. The work which I was doing over the winter was specifically relating to making a connection with local producers in County Wexford and surrounding counties, to make sure that we are completely authentic and up to date with what is available in our area, and how we can connect and purchase from our various producers, so that the end result for our guests staying here throughout the season is going to be the best experience that we can give them. So with the produce, our criteria was that organic where possible, and certainly grown and produced without chemicals. And I met some of the most amazing people throughout those 3 months, and made some short video blogs of some of my meetings with them, and I'm going to be putting those up on social media over the next few weeks. But as I say, we were all ready to go when it just didn't happen, and I know it didn't happen for anybody else either. So the garden, 7 acres of gardens, has to keep going. It can't just suddenly have the door shut and wait until this is all over. So an enormous amount of our energy is going into that at the moment. And we are very grateful and thankful to Marty Revel, our head gardener, who is doing a fantastic job. He started in January, and he's doing a fantastic job at restoring parts of the garden, and we've made an enormous effort to produce an awful lot more in the fruit and vegetable garden this year. So Um, the potager and the kitchen garden has had a huge facelift with more raised beds, and we've extended out into one of the fields, and we are creating a permaculture and no-dig garden. So we're working on the Charles Dowding theory of no-dig, which was introduced to us by Joshua, our eldest son, who will be going off to Ontario Glass in September to study organic horticulture for a couple of years. And he has been full of enthusiasm and inspiration for us all, and we're delighted that he's giving us such a huge hand with the garden. So it's been all hands on deck to produce that garden in the field, and we've set it all up now with our no-dig beds, and the first crop of early potatoes has gone in, and about 2 months ago, I went up and collected a propagator from my parents' house, and my sisters very kindly said that we could have this propagator, which belonged to my father. And even Marty hasn't seen such a brilliant propagator in his life, and it really has been a godsend. We've been able to start off so many of our seeds in this propagator, and so we feel we're nearly a little bit ahead of the game, and we're so grateful to have it. So we have all sorts of things which are being potted on, and we have our strawberries already out in the newly laid out tunnel, and some of our salads in, and we are very excited about all of the produce which we are growing this year, 2020, for our guests when we can open, which we hope will be at some stage in this season. So the rest of the work that's going on in the garden involves mowing the lawns and trimming the hedges and weeding, and a lot of the growth at the moment is given to the beautiful magnolias and camellias, rhododendrons. One of the big jobs that's coming up for this week is the weeding of the candelabra primulas, which are those beautiful primulas which grow on a tall, thin stem. And we have little carpets of these in the woodland garden beside the streams that flow down into the River Barrow. A couple of the other things which are out at the moment are the Lysocritum americanus, those beautiful skunk cabbage, which are at the beautiful stage at the moment where they have the yellow, bright yellow fronds that are starting off their growth, and that gorgeous, highly scented aroma, which some people don't like. I love it. And it's bringing such a lot of cheer and brightness into the woodland garden. Like many of you, we have secondary school students with us at home, one who's preparing for his leaving certificate if it's going to happen, and the others who are in younger years, but everyone is giving a hand out in the gardens, whether it be with the tractor or the lawnmower, or weeding or digging or picking or chopping or preparing or whatever. It's all happening. So we really look forward to seeing you later in the year. We haven't gone to sleep. The garden is still very much here, and we really look forward to seeing you when we do open. And when we are out of isolation, we will be opening the garden again with a donation box like we had for the first couple of weeks before isolation. And this donation is for a memory garden, which we are going to create when this is all over, in memory of all of the key workers who have been working on the front line and keeping us all safe. And we thank you so much for that.